Hey, what's going on, y'all? Now, in today's video, I'm talking about retention. And as you can tell from the title, I'm talking about incels and retention. Is semen retention for incels? Now, it depends on how you're looking at this question. That's how I'm going to answer it. Because if you are an incel, you should be on retention. Semen retention is for you. But just because you're on retention doesn't mean you're an incel. And it's not exclusively for incels. Now I get this, I see this question, is semen retention for incels, or, if you're retaining, if you're doing nofap, you must just be an incel, you must not be able to get girls, that kind of thing. I see that kind of thing just paraded around by plenty of characters, but especially women. And, I think that this is really, it's kind of it's a shallow argument, because really it's like they see us gaining our strength, they see us getting stronger, and they're like, okay, well, if you're not partaking in it, it must be because you can't, not because you're choosing not to. And I think that there is certainly a crowd of people who really is not going to be able to get girls that easily, and it's like for that group of people, like, you should certainly be on retention, you know what I'm saying? But there's going to be, maybe not just as many, but there's going to be a large majority of individuals who can go get girls when they choose to, who can, have those relations. And they choose to be on retention. They choose to retain. They choose to not go after these girls despite the attention they get. They're choosing to retain because they're not looking for something surface level. They're looking for something meaningful. Because to give your seed up, whether that's jerking off or for a quick one-night stand, a fling with some chick, both of those are equally sacrifices. It's not sacrifices worth making when you understand the value of your seed and what your seed really does for you. Because your seed does more than just look pretty when you spurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's more than just, it's more than just a quick dopamine hit to your brain. Your seed is your testosterone. Well, they don't teach you in school, and I bring this up all the time in my retention videos, but I think it's important to hammer home, is that your balls, that's where you make your testosterone. That's where you get your manliness. You know what I'm saying? And then in this day and age, most men, testosterone is fucking as close to zero as ever as men. You know what I mean? Men are full of estrogen, full of soy, full of all these things that make us weaker and more feminine. And so we have to distance ourselves from these things and pursue masculinity, pursue that testosterone. And what is the most efficient and effective way to do that? Store your seeds. Abstain from ejaculation. They did a study. I forget which corporate science institute. Excuse me, what institute did the study? But they did. I can link it in the description just so everyone can see it. If abstaining from ejaculation for a whole week drove the men's testosterone up on an average of 145%. Imagine your testosterone, if you're not on retention, being 145% more than what it is right now in a week's time. Trust me, bro, you're gonna be feeling and acting different. It's an inevitability. It's inexorable. So, trying to get men towards this increase of testosterone, that's the point of retention. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of abstaining from ejaculation. And it's funny because, this argument is so weak that, oh, well, if you're retaining, it must be because you can't get girls. Like, bruh, listen to me, dog. Plenty of guys can't get girls and are not abstaining from ejaculation. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing it in the privacy of their own homes. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing it alone, essentially. You know what I'm saying? They're just not doing it with a partner. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of guys who can't get chicks waste themselves and just literally just ejaculate all day, 3 times a day, and they think that shit normal, bruh. And then they're wondering why they can't get women. Trust, bruh, if you decided to just retain, get your testosterone back to a normal level, and the crazy thing is that, like a lot of what female are they really feel the vibe. You ever watch those button episodes? You know what I'm saying? They'll sit down with a guy for 3 seconds and be like, hit the button and say, I was just getting friend vibes. Like, bro, I mean, like, countless women will say that. Friend vibes. I was just getting friend vibes from you. Probably because you're giving off estrogen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Guys probably just giving off times 10 estrogen levels. And it's like, okay, well, you remind me of one of my girlfriends, is what she's thinking. You remind me of one of my little girlfriends. Like, I would never date you. Type deal. Just get your testosterone up, get your masculinity up, and then you start appealing to them as an attractive partner. You start seeming like someone who they could be with. You know what I'm saying? And opposites attract. You know what I'm saying? You got to be masculine to match her femininity. And honestly, I say that women being feminine is something that's lacking these days. But it's kind of off topic. Really, I want to focus on the fact that semen retention is for everyone, every kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? It's not just for incels. It's not just for people who are involuntarily celibate. And honestly, I might stop saying incel because I think that has a bad connotation. It really is simply involuntarily celibate. You're someone who, or an involuntarily celibate person is someone who who's not choosing not to get a girl, but they simply can't because they don't have, they're just not as attractive. And that's the thing. Like, it could be mentally attractive, physically attractive, spiritually attractive. Hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of attractive that they're not meeting, and girls are just not into it. And so for guys like that, it's like you have nothing better to do than to retain. Especially on like days like Valentine's Day. It's really what's on my mind. Like, it's like like if you can't get someone, you're gonna be feeling lonely. But trust that when you are retaining, when you are taking care of yourself, when you're valuing your energy and your seed, suddenly all that stuff goes out the window. It's like, okay, I don't have a girl, like whatever, bro. Like it's like it's simply okay. You know what I mean? Like there's no, but I need, but I want, but I wish. Like you're not desperate anymore. I think that's something that when you're wasting your seed, when you got that high estrogen, you're gonna be feeling desperate. You're gonna be feeling this like I need, I want, I crave. But when you're on retention, you're self-satisfied. You're filled to the brim on your own seed, bruh, on your own life force energy. A lot of these guys out here, bruh, they're trying to get life force energy off a chick. Imagine that, bruh. Needing some other chick in your life to give you energy, to give you motivation, to give you drive. Nah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a Kendrick song, Untitled, Unmastered, I forget which one it is, but, which track it is, but, yeah, he's talking about what each race needs to motivate them, essentially. And he's talking about the black man, he needs pussy to push him. You know what I'm saying? Black man needs pussy to push me. Like, and that's saying I'm trying to be a black man that's past that. You know what I'm saying? I push me. God pushes me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look to divinity to get me where I'm going. I look inside to that inner consciousness to get me where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? To motivate me, to keep me on track. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a woman to give me that drive. A woman is the cherry on top. And honestly, it's like again, the cherry on top, that could be that little bit of additional, like, hell yeah, I'm going to hit a workout. I'm going to hit like an extra hard workout today to make sure my baby sees a real fit young man. You know what I'm saying? But besides something like that, like listen, at the beginning of the day and the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm the one who's like, I'm going to hit that workout regardless of whether there's a woman in my life. So, getting a little bit back on topic. To guys who can't get girls, you better be on retention, bro. You know what I'm saying? And trust that you might become more attractive to these females as you get deeper and deeper into retention. Your physiology starts to reorganize itself back to natural. And then you literally become a natural guy and you're exuding masculinity. And whether or not you're super physically attractive, girls love that feel, bro. They love that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So you might just find more girls just looking at you, eyeing you. You know what I mean? Seeing you is just more interesting because you're exuding testosterone. So, that's one thing. But let's say you're a guy that has the pick of the litter type deal. Maybe not even the pick of the litter. Maybe you just, you got a couple options, got a couple choices. You could sleep with a couple of these chicks. You know what I'm saying? Most guys got a little bit of a roster of these, maybe not so good looking chicks that they could bag whenever they want to. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be misogynistic, but this is just the way it is. This is the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? Chicks got a roster too. So let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a stack here. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys out here, they have that roster. They have that group of chicks that they could hit. And to me, hitting a chick with no, real feelings attached, just to get some pleasure, just to get some dopamine, a little bit of the endorphins and serotonin that comes with that. Listen, bro, you're wasting yourself. You're wasting yourself just like someone who's jerking off all the time is wasting themselves. Because what did that gain you besides, again, that little quick pleasure? It's another thing when it's a relationship and you're using that sex to bond with your woman. I always say still keep it like, maybe once a week max type deal, like twice max, bro. You don't want to be spilling your seed like that. But when you use it to bond and to build a relationship and to strengthen your connection with a woman, that's a whole other thing entirely. You know what I'm saying? That's a sacrifice worth making. It's a worthwhile sacrifice for your relationship. But on the offhand, you know what I'm saying, or on the inverse, when you do it with some random chick, you're not building anything. You're just having a quick pleasure. And again, that's equivalent to jerking off, except you're getting maybe some endorphins and serotonin instead of just dopamine. And that's not a healthy trade-off. You know what I'm saying? That's not a worthwhile trade-off. I guess every man can make that decision for themselves, but when you're weakening yourself, again, and this is just objective truth because you're dumping your testosterone, when you're weakening yourself, you're killing your energy, you're killing your drive and your motivation for a little bit of sex, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like I was walking yesterday just thinking about like what pussy is. It's like it's just some snatch, bruh. Just some snatch. Like it's just a hole, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. We have this biological drive to procreate, and we let that co-opt us into wasting our seed. You know what I'm saying? When we should be the one who is deciding, as the master of this vessel, the captain of our ship. You know what I'm saying? The one in control of our semen, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be the one who determines where they go out to. You know what I'm saying? And only when they find a real colony, that's the one I'll send them out. You know what I'm saying? There's a habitable island over there. Okay. All right. I like that island. I want to stay on that island. Then I'll send a seed over there. You know what I'm saying? That's my long-term partner. That's what the island represents. And it's like, I'm not going to get with some chick just because, you know what I mean, it's a good, it feels good. It's a quick hookup. Nah, that girl's going to be the love of my life type shit. That's going to be, and listen, I think about it like this because there was one time, bro, this is back before I was on retention, you know what I'm saying? I just hit this chick that, I gotta be real, wasn't that good looking. She was just there and available, and, you know what I'm saying, we were hanging out, I just got to that point. And I hit her, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say hit, but you know what I'm saying, we had sex, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because that night I did some LSD. It's crazy, wilder times, bro. Did some LSD, and bro, the whole trip I was just tweaking out. Man. I was like, bro, what if I got her pregnant, bro? What if I got her pregnant? Like the whole time I'm just thinking, like, oh man, I might have messed up. Man. And ever since that time, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta learn from your mistakes. It really is well ingrained with that trip. You know what I'm saying? Cause she had texted me. She's like, "Did you nut in me?" And I was like this is the middle of the night. I was like 2 a.m. I was like, I don't know. I don't remember. Bro, I was, again, just tweaking out. Like, and ever since then, she didn't get pregnant. But I realized I'm not going to have sex with a woman unless that's the woman I want to be the mother of my children type deal. And really, you shouldn't be in a relationship with a woman unless that's the woman who's going to be the mother of your children. So I think just use that mentality and you'll save yourself a lot of pain and hex in the future. Because, you know, especially like with the whole child support thing is, man, we could really get messed up there. We could really get our lives jacked up with the whole child support thing. So it's essential that we really just like pay attention and make sure that the woman that we're procreating with is going to be, you know, again, someone you would prefer to be the mother of your children, because that the child is going to be half them too. And you don't want your child being half some deranged, you know, or, hey, bro, maybe some chick you just don't like that. You don't want half your child to be some chick you don't really like that or don't really care for. You know what I'm saying? You want half your child to be with the woman that you love and care about immensely. So, you know, just use that mentality. You'll save yourself a lot of headache, a lot of trouble, a lot of pain in the future. So, you know, I hope that this was, this well illustrated how semen retention is not just for people who can't get girls. It's definitely for those people. You know what I'm saying? For those men who can't get women. You should be on retention. You'll probably increase your chances of getting with one of those women. But at the same time, in the same vein, it's for people who can get girls. You know what I'm saying? Because just the same way as those people who can't get girls are just jerking off, you know what I'm saying, and wasting themselves, people who can get girls and decide to just hook up with some chick are wasting themselves all the same. So, pursue retention. Pursue retaining. Value the strength that it will bestow upon you. You know what I mean? Like really put some worth upon that. Put some care and some value upon that the strength that comes with the retention. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just simply that, because the testosterone boost, the energy, the motivation. To be honest, bro, the better looks. Like I look into my eyes, I see that glow coming out, and it's like, yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want in my life. I'm not gonna sacrifice that for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, to edge at your own risk, bro, because it's like, you better understand there's a great risk. There's a great risk to be had in even just edging yourself, because you might lose this vital life source essence. This vital life force essence, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, again, just truly value this more than just dumping your seed in some chick or on your fucking stomach or in a sock or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta value your seed, value your life force, and put that at a higher value than just a quick nut. And when you do that, you realize, okay, this is for me. This is for all guys, really. You know what I'm saying? One last little thing, one last little anecdote. You know what I mean? I remember when I was first on retention, I was walking around campus feeling like a king. And I looked around, I saw these other guys just walking with their heads down, just kind of meandering, just going to each place. And in my head, I'm like, damn, like it's really what inspired me to get with the channel. It's like I can help that person. I can help these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I can help these people because the whole world needs to be walking around feeling like a king with their head held high, like just jamming in their own energy. That's how you gotta be. And as a man, what you need to do that is testosterone. It'll give you the confidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times before I could approach chicks, I had trouble building up the confidence, building up yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her. Now it's nothing, bro. If I wanted to go talk to a chick, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna just go do it. Testosterone will give you the confidence. And for a lot of guys who are involuntarily celibate, all they need is a little confidence. You know what I mean? They might have the looks, they just don't got a vibe, they don't have the confidence. Retention will give you that. Retention will bestow that upon you. In the same way that if you're a guy who can get chicks, you have to value the power and the strength that comes from retention more than you value some pussy or a quick nut. So, I'll leave you guys with that. I hope that this message illuminated the value of retention and how retention is for more than just incels. While it is for incels, it's for more than just them. Every man should be on retention. Every man should be having and gaining and acquiring the strength that comes with retaining one's vital life force essence, your seed. All right. Take care, y'all. Peace.